Hey friends, it is Julie Hamilton with Life Builders, bringing you simple tips to build a strong and healthy life on. Well, welcome to Monday. I hope you're excited for this week. I hope you're going to have an amazing week. I'm trying to get these wraps on. It's taking forever. Don't laugh at my technique if you're an actual professional boxer. This is just what I learned from YouTube. Well, some of you are in the fight of your lives right now. Some of you are fighting so hard to keep your marriage together. Some of you are fighting hard for your children that are going sideways. Some of you are fighting just for your sanity, to overcome depression, anxiety, and all the things that want to attack your mind. And I'm here to tell you today there are some things that you can do to get through this fight well. I've been taking boxing for about 6 weeks now, and we'd spend a lot of time practicing punches and hooks and body shots and punches. But here's the difference. There comes a point where you have to get in the ring with somebody, where you have to spar. And I have been at that point a couple of times, and last week I had to spar. And sparring just means that you get in a fight with a person who's a fighter, but they're going easy on you to help you learn what to do. But let me tell you, sparring and being in the fight is totally different than practicing. It's like you can practice meditation all day long, but when you get in that situation where you need to calm your mind, you really have to draw on those skills. It's a very different practice than laying in your bed or whatever you're doing, practicing that. You can know all the Bible verses that you want, but when you get into the fight and you really are having to use that, then you are in a different battle than you have been preparing for. And there's a few things that we can learn from sparring and from the battle, practical things that I want to give you today that are going to help you get through that battle to the next round. The first thing is, the first mistake I was making is I'm like jumping around like this, and I was trying to like that, and my instructor kept saying, Julie, calm down. We've got to calm down. And the reason why is because if I'm jumping around like this, I am wasting all that energy. Have you ever had a situation where maybe you had a misunderstanding, maybe you had something that went wrong with a friend, and your mind is going to all the terrible possibilities that are going to happen, or your kids going through a season where they're being maybe a little bit rebellious, and all you can think of is all the bad things that can happen. Stop wasting your energy. We need to stay calm. Don't go to the worst case scenarios. And as Angela Johnson would say, don't get crazy, all right? You need to stay calm. Stop thinking of the worst case scenarios. Stay centered and focused on getting to the end of this battle. On your goal in this battle is to make it. Number 2, the other thing that you don't think they're going to say, but they do say when you're sparring because you forget, is keep breathing. Keep breathing. It's important because oxygen is your lifeline. And when you're getting hit and you're getting all that kind of stuff, you kind of want to stop breathing and you start hyperventilating. But sometimes we do that in life, right? If we're in this situation, we sometimes forget to find our lifeline. I'm telling you, if you're in the battle right now, find your lifeline. What's your lifeline? Not just breathing, but what is it that speaks life into you? Is it maybe you're a mom at home with your babies and you're all day and you're fighting for your sanity? Maybe your lifeline is going out with a friend. Maybe your lifeline is shutting your door and going into your room to pray for 5 minutes. Maybe your lifeline is getting a little alone time. For me, when I went through a really sad time recently, I was so sad. I couldn't get over it. And my friend Roze came over. And you know what she said? Let's play cards. And I was like, okay. I didn't feel like playing cards. But we play cards. And you know what? It was so fun, and I laughed so hard. And it reminded me that I could laugh. It did something in me that it gave me a lifeline to laugh. And then she said, hey, let's go to brunch. And I was like, okay. And I hadn't really done that recently. And going to brunch, it was a lifeline for me. It spoke to me like, you can live your life even when you're grieving, even when you're angry, even when you're going something. Find your lifeline. Maybe it's just you taking that deep breath and just saying, I trust you, God. Maybe that's your lifeline. Find your lifeline. Keep breathing. Keep moving forward. Keep living. Keep drawing on the things that brought you here. Good morning, Samantha and Abby. Love you guys. The last thing that I learned in sparring that was harder than I thought is you have to keep an eye on your enemy. And what happens is when you're getting hit, they're hitting you, I want to look away because I don't want to get hit anymore. My natural reaction is to go like this. But when I'm looking over here, I can't see the strategy of my enemies. I can't see that when I'm looking over here, he's going to hit me in the body. He's going to come in and do some body shots because I'm not watching my enemy. I'm not aware of the strategies that the enemy is using. You need to be aware that the enemy knows your weak points. He is trying to keep you from moving forward, and he knows what areas to push your buttons. Know the strategies of your enemy. One of the enemies I face is self-pity. So when I start feeling sorry for myself, I have to realize, wait a minute, I am coming into this agreement with my enemy that wants to keep me here. When I start agreeing with fear, when I start agreeing with doubt, when I agree with anxiety, when I agree with discouragement, when I agree with distraction, I am agreeing with the enemy from my life to keep me where I am and to keep me from moving forward. Watch your enemy, guys. Keep your eyes on the enemy because you can see what he's doing. You can see if he's coming in for a headshot, you're going to be able to block it. You can see if he's coming in for a body shot. You got this coming in for a kick and you're going to block it to the side. You know that. So keep your eyes on your enemy. There is a strategy at work this morning to take you out, to take you down, and to keep you still. And it is time for us to overcome that, and to do that we have to stay calm, and we have to keep breathing, and we have to be aware. We have to keep watching. I love that Samantha said going through that this morning, yeah, you're seeing that and you're like, you know what, not today, Satan. All right, so I see you. I'm not going down that road with you, and I'm going to overcome you right now. I'm going to step out in faith. I'm going to step out in peace and believe that the things that God said about me are true. I'm going to go for it. So that's it. Now, the last thing is number 4. If you're a faith-filled person, our church, the Father's House, is doing an awesome series on Fight the Good Fight, and it's all about the armor of God and stuff. It's really cool. So if you're a faith-filled person, go check that out at thefathershouse.org. No, I think it's tfh.org. Anyway, it's a little different, but I just wanted to give you some practical tips today for making it through the battle. You are going to win this battle. You are going to be victorious. You have it in you. You have the strength. Keep breathing. Stay aware of what's going on. Don't get sucker punched, because that's what happens when we look away and we want to just ignore it and move on. As we get sucker punched, it does not feel good, you guys. I've been there in the natural. So I hope you have an amazing week. I love you all, and go live your big, amazing, beautiful lives. And I gotta take these things off so I can press the end button. Hold on. I didn't think about that. I didn't get that far in this thing. Anyway, go live your big, amazing lives. Go fight the good fight. I love you. Bye.